Hi guys, this is Mondastico Help Desk, and today I'll be bringing you how to get your tourist visa. What is a tourist visa? A tourist visa is a short stay visa that allows you to stay in that country for a short period of time. It might be a 1 week visa, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and so on and so forth. It can be a single entry visa or a multiple entry visa. A single entry visa is actually a visa that allows you to go into the country only once. It means you go into the country, even if you have a 3 months visa, you go into the country, and when you get back to your country, even if the visa is still valid, you cannot use it anymore. Or a multiple entry, even if it's a 1 month or a 3 months visa, you can as well go as many times as possible, go in and come out as many times as possible before the expiring date or before the visa expires. And note that you can as well stay in that country only. You can also remain in that country after your visa is expired only if you have a family member that will be able to file for you in order for you to remain in that country. I would like to state the documents needed in order for you to get your tourist visa with at least a duration of 6 months and some empty pages for your visa sticker. You need to have your residence permit if you are not a citizen of that country in which you are applying from. You need to state your travel purpose. You need to state your travel purpose and your travel duration. You need to know where you are going to and what you will be doing at that place. How many days are you spending in that location? How many days are you spending in the other location, and what you'll be doing at each places and at each time, or what you'll be doing at a particular day in a particular location. You need to be as clear as possible to the visa officer in order for you to state what you'll be doing at a particular location. Take note to browse properly that that location is open at that period of time that you are visiting that country and that location. In order for you not to state a location that is closed for that period of time. Copy of your visas. If you have had any visa issued to you, make copies of them and insert into the visa request. Family ties. If you are married, you would need your marriage certificate and also 2 or 3 pictures of your wedding in order for them to have an evidence that you are married, as you mentioned. If you have kids, also include their birth certificates. Include their birth certificates for them to see that you are the biological parents of those kids. Even if they are not traveling with you, also include those birth certificates. Include your land certificate or your house certificate or your house documents showing that you are the real owner, the actual owner of that property, in order for them to know that you have a family ties before leaving your country, in order for them to trust that you are coming back to their country, in order for them to know that you are coming back to your country because you have the properties, you have your children behind, you have your spouse behind, you are married to that spouse, your spouse is behind, or you are going with your spouse and your children are behind, in order for them to know that your children are behind, or in order for them to know that you are going with your family but you have your properties or your businesses behind while leaving the country. You can actually show your shares and other necessary properties that you have in the country in which you live. Even if you are not living in your country of citizenship, you can as well provide those documents for them to know that you have those properties in your home country. Tax clearance. If you have your tax clearance, it's important for you to attach your tax clearance for the visa application. Take note of your work proof. If you have a letter of employment that is stating the amount that you'll be paid or the amount that you are paid as your salary, take note to insert it, or a work contract showing the duration of that work contract and the salary of that job that you are doing. Take note to insert your work ID card. Take note to insert your bank statement showing the inflow of your financial situation, showing that you receive your salary every month, and showing the total balance of your statement of account, that you have money in order for you to go for that tourist visa. Able to show your pay slips also, that you receive your salary monthly, given a pay slip by your employer. Also take note, for those that are company owners, make sure to tender your company's certificate of ownership. The certificate of ownership is so important for them to know that you are the owner of that company. And in order for you to show the company statement of account, if you have a company statement of account, or you show your personal statement of account, it's so important that you calculate how much you'll be spending in that country, how much money you need to spend in that country, and how many days you'll be spending in that country. In order for you to have that statement, that balance, the balance of your statement of account, in order for you to have the sufficient amount you will be needing to spend in that country, take note to calculate how much you'll be spending each day in that country, how much for your flight ticket, how much for your accommodation, and how much for other expenses for this trip. In order for you to have more than the amount in your statement of account, you cannot be having 1,000 euros, $1,000, and you are going for 1 month vacation, or you are going for 3 weeks vacation. For sure, it's not going to be sufficient. So your account balance will not be sufficient to be able to fund that trip, to be able to fund that vacation. So take note to package your statement of account and make sure the inflow and the outflow are corresponding and are verifiable. Make sure your statement of account is trustable. Also showing your flight reservation, showing the exact date that you'll be flying and the date you'll be arriving at your destination. And also, for sure, this is a tourist visa, also showing your return ticket with the right return date included. Showing your hotel reservation, where you'll be lodging, where you'll be staying. Make sure that hotel reservation is verifiable, showing the actual date that you'll be arriving at the hotel and at the right and correct location, and also showing the hotel reservation with the final date when you'll be leaving or checking out from the hotel or the accommodation that you'll be lodging in. If you have kids going with you, take note to take a permission letter from the school, so that it will be very clear that these children or your children are going for a short holiday or vacation with you, and they'll be coming back to school. If you are a worker, take note to tender a proof of your work leave, so that it will be seen that you are giving the permission from where you work in order for you to go for that vacation. Make sure all documents are matching and all informations are verifiable. Make sure all dates are rhyming, your departure and when you are coming back. Make sure all locations are included and are verifiable and are matching all documents that you are having. Package your interview preparation. It's so important for you to prepare yourself for the interview. The interview is so important for you to know how to market yourself, how to market everything about you, in order for you to be able to get that tourist visa, in order for you to be able to convince that visa officer. If you are going for an interview, in order for you to show your confidence, in order for you to show your boldness while speaking, take note not to speak more than you are supposed to speak, and also to give the right information at the right time, and also giving the right information needed even when you are not asked some questions, because some visa officers might not ask you some questions. It's very important for you to expatiate and explain more about your financial situation without you waiting for them to ask you more details about your financial situations or more details about where you are going to. Make sure every details are expatiated and explained properly in order for you to be able to convince the visa officer or for you to convince whoever is in front of you in order for you to obtain that visa. If you know you are not a worker and you don't have these documents available and you know you want to go for a tourist visa, try to meet a consultant in order for you to know how to go about your case for you to be able to obtain your tourist visa as well. No matter the assistance you are getting from any consultant, make sure those documents are verifiable and are authentic for you to get your tourist visa. As soon as possible, I'll be publishing the possible questions you might be asked at your visa interview. Even if you are going for a student visa, a tourist visa, a family reunion visa, in whatever type of visa, in order for you to know what questions you might be asked, how you'll be able to answer them. Note once again that you need to be confident, you need to be bold, knowing that those visa officers are psychologists. So take note to prepare yourself, prepare your mind, be bold, be confident, be most importantly, be relaxed during the visa interview. Please kindly support this page by clicking on the follow button or the subscribe button in order for me to prepare more important tips for you. See you at the next one, and thank you. In case you have any question, you can send me an email or comment under this video, and I'll be seeing you at the next one. Thank you.